Hey guys, so I am going to read aloud for you the Chapter 3 exam for today. So pause, slow me down, speed me up, however you need it. But again, just play this video as you roll through this, all right? So the instructions for your Chapter 3 exam. This exam must be completed through Lockdown Browser. You will have 60 minutes to complete it and submit. If you run out of time, the exam will automatically submit for you. And question 1 here. Is true or false? Ecosystems include both living and non-living things. Again, is that true or is that false? Question 2. All of the humans on Earth belong to a single community. Is that true or false? Question 3. A species can be defined as a group of similar individuals that can mate and produce fertile offspring. Is that true or false? Question 4. Many communities of organisms can make up a single population. Is that true or false? Okay, and on to the multiple choice section. Question 5. Which of these subjects is most likely to be studied in ecology? Is it A, the interaction between populations of wolves and deer? B, a comparison of muscle cells among birds and reptiles? Or C, the method of water transport in a tree? Question 6. A heron is affected by many factors in its environment. What distinguishes the biotic factors from the abiotic factors? Is it A, living or non-living? B, plant or animal? C, food or not food? Question 7. Which data are most useful for analyzing the climate of a region? A, the highest and the lowest daily rainfall in July of this year. B, the daily high temperature for every day in July of this year. C, average temperatures for July measured over 30 years. Question 8. Greenhouse gases include carbon dioxide and methane. How do greenhouse gases act to increase air temperatures near Earth's surface? Is it A, they transmit visible light that enters the atmosphere? B, they trap heat that is radiated from the surface? Or C, they reflect heat that enters the atmosphere? Question 9. The temperate grasslands biome includes regions of several continents. What do all of the regions have in common? Is it A, the same species of grazing animals? B, the same seasonal patterns of temperature and precipitation? Or C, the same species of grasses? Question 10. A biome's climate can be described by a graph of its average monthly temperature and average monthly precipitation. Which of the following best describes the climate information shown in the graph? Is it A, seasonal variation in precipitation, hot temperatures all year long? B, rainy and warm summers, snowy and cold winters? Or C, seasonal variation in temperature, rainy all year long? Question 11. As a team of explorers travel southward from the North Pole into Canada, they encounter a dense forest of pines and other coniferous evergreens. They leave the forest before the winter, which is long and cold. Which of these biomes has the team visited? A, temperate grasslands, B, northwest coniferous forest, or C, boreal forest, otherwise known as taiga. Question 12. Jorge is exploring the ocean. On which of these journeys is he most likely to pass from the photic zone into the aphotic zone? Is it A, a boat trip from the middle of the ocean to the shore? B, a boat trip from the shore to the middle of the ocean? Or C, a submarine dive from the surface into deep ocean water? Question 13. Most ocean food chains depend on phytoplankton, which are similar to algae, as primary producers. Given this information, where in the ocean would phytoplankton most likely live? A, within about 200 meters of the ocean surface, because phytoplankton require light to survive. B, throughout all ocean waters because phytoplankton can tolerate a wide range of temperature and light conditions. Or C, within about 200 meters of the ocean shoreline because phytoplankton depend on nutrients that wash into the water from the land. 14. Janine is developing a model of global systems. She begins by creating the table shown. Why would adding arrows to connect the four systems be useful for developing the model? A, each system exchanges matter or energy with the other systems. B, living things may move among the four systems. C, matter and energy flow in one direction through all four systems. 15. Manuel and 3 other students are studying the effects of various factors on the growth of plants in a garden. Manuel is asked to investigate the effects of abiotic factors that involve the geosphere. The other 3 students are investigating effects that involve the biosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. Which factor would be entirely Manuel's responsibility to investigate? Would it be A, the species of insects, worms, and other small animals that live in the garden soil? B, the volume of rainwater that soaks into the garden over 1 month? Or C, the sizes of rocks mixed into the garden soil? Question 16. The diagram shows how the energy of sunlight is distributed after it enters Earth's atmosphere. The complex distribution of this energy is partially a result of certain gases in the atmosphere called greenhouse gases. These gases absorb heat that is radiated from the surface and then re-radiate the heat. What is the relationship between the greenhouse effect and sunlight? A, greenhouse gases absorb sunlight and then re-radiate it to the surface. B, greenhouse gases absorb heat and sunlight is the source of energy of the heat. Or C, greenhouse gases absorb sunlight, preventing it from reaching the surface. Question 17. The diagram is a simplified model of 4 Earth systems: the atmosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, and geosphere, and the changes that their interactions cause. Which statement is most useful for explaining or using this model? Is it A, the causes and effects of a specific global change are confined to one Earth system only? B, both the causes and effects of global change may involve all Earth systems? Or C, all Earth systems may interact to cause a specific global change, but only one Earth system is affected? Question 18. Without the greenhouse effect and in the absence of greenhouse gases, the Earth would probably be blank. Is it A, colder, B, warmer, or C, about the same temperature? Question 19. A group of gray wolves and squirrels living in central Minnesota is an example of blank. Is it A, a community, B, a population, or C, a biome? Question 20. A group of bluebirds living in the same area at the same time would be defined as blank. Is it A, community, B, population, or C, biome? Question 21. Which of the following parts of the figure below represents a biotic factor? Would it be A, sunlight, B, soil, or C, tree? Question 22. Lionel uses a model that includes the atmosphere and sunlight to predict Earth's temperatures. In this model, why does increasing the levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere cause temperatures to increase? Is it A, sunlight passes through carbon dioxide, B, heat is trapped by carbon dioxide, or C, carbon dioxide reacts with water to release heat? Question 23. The climate diagram shows the average temperature, or line graph, and precipitation, bar graph, during each month of the year. Plants that thrive in this type of climate are most likely adapted to which of these conditions? A, seasonal variations in temperature, B, seasonal variations in precipitation, or C, year-long cold temperatures? Question 24. The climate diagram shows the average temperature, or line graph, and precipitation, bar graph, during each month of the year. Which plant feature would most likely be common in this type of climate? Is it A, tall, woody trunks, B, watery fruits, or C, leaves with waxy coverings? Question 25. Any individual living thing is called blank. Is it A, an organism, B, a species, or C, a population? Question 26. Of the options below, which is most likely to include only organisms of the same species? Is it A, people at a football game, B, the animals in a backyard, or C, the organisms in a pond? Question 27. This is worth 4 points. Okay, so you're going to type an answer to this one. A neighborhood includes several houses, a community recreational area with a pool, a small wooded or forest area, and a large playground. Given this information, describe at least 2 examples of biotic factors and 2 examples of abiotic factors found in this neighborhood. Okay, and when you're done with that, as always, make sure you click on Submit Quiz, and we'll look at these results tomorrow. All right, y'all have a great day. I'll see you later.